Hello everyone, and welcome to another Balance Your Productivity live broadcast here every Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. GMT. It's getting darker and darker outside. I'm in a different location for today, so hopefully I'll actually have a better signal than I had last time. If you like and follow my Facebook page, then you'll get notifications of when I go live, and you'll also be able to catch up on the recording after the broadcast, which you will also find on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and please do feel free to share either this or any of the previous videos in the series. Each week I'm sharing information on a particular topic around how to live and work and in a more productive, fulfilled and balanced way. And if you're watching live, then I'm happy to check out any questions that are popping up and answer those, or feel free to add a comment below and I will get back to you on those. So if you are generally feeling that you're spending too much time at work, which a lot of us are, then, and that there must be more to life, then this is a way that you can look at all the different areas of your life and find a way just to spend more time in one as opposed to spending more time at work, which is where most of us tend to. If you focus on one area more than the other, you're likely to find that your life is out of balance and that you're feeling particularly stressed and unhappy and under pressure and overwhelmed by everything that's going on in one area, and means that you spend less time focusing on the others. So this week's topic that I want to just talk a bit about is around family, friends and having fun, especially this time of year. We're coming up to Christmas. It's a time when we do think about our family and friends, and we probably spend more time with them than we would do normally. And it's a good time to just think about that and focus on how much time you spend with them over the festive season, and the fact that perhaps actually you would like to spend more time with them than you normally do throughout the year. Thinking about the relationships that you have with friends and family or with your children. Do you have a good friend who you perhaps speak to often, or you don't speak to as often as you would like to? And are you spending weekends catching up on chores, and you're not really able to spend time enjoying a social life or finding time for friends and family? It's something I find when I do talk to people that because they're so busy during the week and they have such limited time in the evenings and weekends, and they are often catching up on chores or getting all the things done they don't have time to during the week, that they're not spending time with family and friends or seeing as much of their friends as they would like to. Do you have time for any interests and hobbies outside of work, or would you like to have more time for doing other things and having more fun in your life? So all the things to think about where the balance of your time goes on a daily or a weekly basis. And when we're busy thinking about all the different things that we've got to fit in, there's often certain areas that will get neglected, and it does tend to be around friends and family, or having time for ourselves and having fun. So not necessarily that we ignore them, but we don't always spend as much time or spend as much attention, give them as much attention as we actually need. So particularly with social media, it does make it a lot easier to keep in touch with people, to see what people are up to, even just to sort of say hi. But it's always nice to meet people face to face, to actually go out and relax and have fun with friends and family. And think about the people around you who support you. It's always when you're in challenging situations that's when you find out who your friends really are, because they will be there to support you. Excuse me. Whatever might be going on, and they're the ones that are going to step up and be there. So if you want to spend more time with them, then it's important to find time to have more fun, to relax, to socialize and have quality time with them, not just a sort of rushed couple of hours. If you're finding that you're sort of saying, yeah, let's arrange to meet up for lunch, or let's go for a drink, or let's go out and do something, but you never quite find the time to do that, then start thinking about making friends and family one of the priorities, that you actually plan time to spend with them on a regular basis. By putting them at the sort of front and center of your focus, you will not only can you start planning the time, but it is much more likely to happen rather than being something that you do as an afterthought. So think about what you can do, what you would like to change, and what you want to do differently. People that perhaps you haven't spoken to in a while. Again, particularly this time of year, it's a great time to get in touch with people. Perhaps you see family and friends more because you are socializing with them more, going off to Christmas parties, catching up, sending Christmas cards. So not just a sort of, hi, how are you, but really sort of sharing what's been going on with you and reconnecting with people. And take what happens at this time of year and think about how you would like to move that on into next year, going ahead, seeing people. And I know we're all guilty of wanting to spend time seeing more of friends, and perhaps there's just always other things that come up. So perhaps phone someone up that you've been meaning to talk to for a while and actually having a proper conversation with them. And think about something also from a fun perspective, something perhaps that you haven't done in a while that's fun and sociable, something you've perhaps always wanted to do, and find the time to do that. It's quite often in conversations, people say, oh, I'd love to be able to do this, but I just don't have the time to do it. But if it's something that's important to you, if it's a way of putting more fun in your life and relaxing and doing something enjoyable that makes that spending all that time at work worthwhile, then find the time to do it. Make a commitment to yourself that you're going to do this and put it in the diary, and let's get it done and make it happen. And it's not that difficult, and it's not overly surprising, but when you start thinking about it, you can make it happen. So this week, and again, this time of year is particularly busy with everything that's going on. There's the whole sort of social world that's getting ready for Christmas, and people can get very pressured into spending more and more time at work because they need to get things finished off either for the end of the year, or because they know they're going to be off between Christmas and New Year, or maybe you're taking time off already. So there's a tendency to work even longer and longer hours, which again does not help your productivity, doesn't help your stress levels, and you'll just collapse in heat at the end, going into festive season and feeling almost more stressed out. So make sure that you take time this week to relax and unwind. Find a little time for yourself as well in between the busy festive socializing, finishing things off at work, whether it's at the beginning of the day or the end of the day, when you can do something that's just for you. Switching off, disconnecting from technology, sitting and reading a book, listening to some music, or just taking time out to relax and unwind. And also, as we come into the end of the year, it's a good time to review what's happened over the previous 12 months and start thinking about things that you would like to do differently or that you want to change moving forward into 2018. And next week, I'm going to be having a look at the personal growth side of things. So that's going to be a really good point of looking at, so what do you want to do differently, what you would like to change, and coming up with some plans and actions for next year. So if you would like to get in touch with anything in particular, then you can do so through my website. This is a great time of year for people to actually have a look at the time quiz, which is on the website. Download that, answer the questions, and see if that throws up any particular areas that you might want to have a look at and think about while you're taking a break over the festive season and going into 2018. And I'll give you some email feedback and responses to that. So, excuse me, really tickly sore throat today. But I wanted to jump on and do this anyway. So until next week, enjoy the festive season, and I look forward to seeing you then. Take care.